demons that have plagued them today have a convincing win for once in their second week here.
I think this says a lot about EDG's mentality. They're putting all the eggs in the Deft basket right now.
Yep.
Amazing J hasn't showed up this tournament. Just put him on something where he has to press R and initiate for Deft.
He's been pretty much just J this time around.
Yeah, just J.
Only J. Not the cool J from Men in Black, just a regular letter J.
I would just say lackluster J, actually. I would actually demote him below J.
Below average J. Oh.
By vision here, and they're sending both. This could be a really high value disruption if they get there quickly.
Stun is up.
Gotta go quick.
Stun is up. They see the ward come in. Deft and Mako trying to come out the other side here. The stun could land. It will land on Mako. Decent amount of damage, and they don't get the grump. So
getting zoned off the wave entirely, but we'll see how exactly H2K is going to react.
Oh, they're going to find Amazing J. Walked right through the turret there. Amazing J could take some damage, but they can't really do anything with the turret. Focusing Kasing. Kasing taking a lot of damage there too. Amazing J could just take him out perhaps. Kasing, they pop that summoner heal. Amazing J taking a lot of damage in response. There's the Rend. Not enough on either side. That was kind of a crazy engagement. Now H2K, they want to go for the big four-man dive here. Amazing J solo. Teleport comes in. No, it's canceled. And Amazing J could still be in trouble. Are they going to get first blood? Amazing J, they get him. First blood goes to Kasing, and they will get out fairly clean.
Putting him at a disadvantage when he initially swapped.
Especially because he's had to go back and get an Avarice Blade right now compared to the Vamp Scepter on Callista. And remember, they chose to dodge this lane.
Pawn takes a ton of damage.
And we're seeing the synergy between Mako and Clearlove shine because they're getting their wards up much sooner, and their movements have been much more purposed.
Deft, Tibbers comes down, gets picked up.
What are you going to do?
By Mako. Well,
power drop. That's really one of the things that I enjoy watching most about this team is they have good communication when that can happen. Here we go.
Amazing J comes in, doesn't get anyone with the ult though, has to back away. Wild Growth used immediately. There's a knockup onto Clearlove. Saved by Mako. Deft doing a bit of damage. Doesn't want to get too much closer though.
OGD at the early point of the week where Annie stunned like 4 people for a 4-man shockwave.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Tomcat trying to come in from behind here. Ryu got just slow. Not bad. Gets caught by those flame choppers. Comes in. Tibbers does work. Ryu throws a shockwave, but it's too late. Deft with the kill there. Kasing in a lot of trouble. Gets pulled back in by that Fate's Call, though. He's going to be just fine. Amne is going to continue pushing. EDG turning this one around. They might be able to catch somebody here. Lulex throws out the cocoon, doesn't connect. Yarnin.
Okay, this could get apocalyptic.
Oh boy, here comes a Tom Kench. Comes in, is he close enough? Amazing J caught up a little bit. They're gonna jump onto Yarnin right away here. Yarnin flashes away, doesn't get CC'd, gonna pull in his Annie, his support, still gets taken out. Amazing J with the kill there. Kasing in a lot of trouble as he gets back to the Baron, but the Baron's not gonna help you, man. You got a flash, but you don't have it. No flash for you, you're dead. And there's a bot lane out of commission for H2K. Baron helping out a little bit.
Very risky for them to go for a straight-up Baron against an Orianna and an Annie-Callista combo. I mean, maybe they actually set up a kill on Ottawamne here.
Maybe.
He needed to block that slow. He needed to block it.
Oh, Pawn coming in. They got the flash. H2K trying to find a fight here, and they're going to find Clearlove. Not pulling the trigger on that one, though. They're going to go for Mako. Mako pretty tanky, backs off. There's the shield. He's going to be just fine. Flame Choppers drop down. Yarnin goes in, gets some damage onto Deft. Kasing trying to help out. They miss the stun. And now Clearlove back in with the re-engage. So much damage coming from EDG. Deft is getting excited, and all the fans of EDG are too. As Lulex and Ryu runs away, here comes the Kench, and he's going to get the slow onto Ryu. Can they catch him? Trying to get there a little bit too low health. One more hit though, could do it. 2 more hits. Can he eat him? They're not going to need you. Ryu gonna go down. Another kill for Deft.
They've been waiting for that setup for so long, and honestly, this game has been heavily about the Kench. They didn't even need Amazing J's Malphite ultimate to pull that one off.
Yeah.
Unless it came back off cooldown during the chase. I'm pretty sure it didn't.
No, I don't think it did, but come through. The Gragas barrel's going to come through, and there's not a lot of hope right there.
Oh,
H2K wanted to make the pick, didn't make the pick, and then they lost the 5.
They're on a ward. Clearlove going in, another explosive cast. Kasing destroyed immediately. Clearlove held up a bit, big shockwave, but no follow-up. So EDG is going to be just fine. Ryu on the run again, going to try to teleport out. Not going to make it. Mako with a bloodthirsty kill. Damage to these Nexus turrets. One goes down. H2K needs one last fight. Amazing J goes in under Ryu. Ryu gets evaporated. Lulex running for his life, and Ottawamne can't participate. There it goes. And in the end, H2K says, do you have a win? And EDG says, go fish. That is it. EDG takes second. place.
Wow. Well, EDG, surprising. Not their best day of League of Legends. We do expect more out of these guys, but they clutched it.
A team that could go toe-to-toe with SK Telecom, they're going to need to bring a very, very different game to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, specifically, their early lane swapping game is by far their biggest issue. Because we could see once EDG kept the gold fairly paralleled in the mid game, they executed amazingly. Like, they just got this lead about 5 minutes ago, and then they ended the game. We knew their team composition